Welcome to Bridge the Gap, a show where we aim to build a bridge of understanding between opposing views. Each episode, you'll see our participants sit down to discuss some thought-provoking statements.
It is my duty to explain racism to those who do not understand it.
If they disagree with the statement, they'll leave their seat and allow those that agree to explain themselves.
I feel like there's just generally there's people that are from different backgrounds, different upbringing, that they don't understand a lot of things.
Those that disagree then return and express themselves to the rest of the group, hopefully building a bridge of understanding.
But is it your duty? That's the word. That's the word that was really
It's not your job.
Let's see what happens.
Joy has one definition.
I don't think there's one definition. I feel like there's so many things that make up joy, and for me, it just can't be just one thing. So like my family, I'm black, my family are black, they bring me joy. My friends bring me joy. You guys bring me joy. But I'm still finding joy. So I feel like there's so many different things that I'm learning about myself that I don't know yet. So there's just not one answer for me.
For me, why I don't think there's one what? There's one definition. One definition, because it's been pretty obvious that, I don't know, we even had different ideas on what joy means and what it brings and what it feels like. And I'm like, okay, happy is an emotion, joy is something that comes with it, and blah, blah, blah. But black joy, what does black joy even mean? Like, to me, black joy means you getting a job over Martin. That's what it means. Like, it could mean black food, it could mean black music, it could mean music that isn't even black, that I enjoy. And I'm like, rah, you know what? Like, black joy, I don't know. Black joy to me, I'll give you one definition. Like, say, for me, black joy is, I really am happy with the fact that how versatile we can be, and how versatile we are, and how we can, I don't know, like, especially when it comes to music, because I love that. I feel like a black man can make any sort of music, you know? He can make electronica, he can make jazz, he can make blues, he can make gospel, he can make K-pop if he went to Korea for a bit, he can do whatever he wants. And the ability that we can do it so well. And not even in music, it's just like in general, sports, this. Yes, I feel it's like the ultimate gene, it's the ultimate thing. So black joy for me is literally being black as a whole, and then the things that it splits into is just undefeated.
I feel like black joy can't have one definition because there's so many elements to it. For example, you're saying that we can, like you said, but it's like we can do so many different things and still we're unified in some way. Some of us grew up in different areas, different cities, different towns, different countries, but we'll still find a way to be one. But everyone has come with their own form of joy, and it contributes to just being black in general. Like, for example, my definition of black joy is being yourself and not having one stereotype that's been attached to you. It's like looking at someone and just seeing no stereotype, just pure, just seeing them in their purest form, purest element. So like, there can't be one definition of it, because you're looking at different people. Every single person is different, and you're looking at them and you're seeing what they exude and you're seeing what they ooze, and you're seeing, and that's their joy. Like that's it.
Oozing. Come on, the word today.
Like that. Yeah, very much like what everyone's saying. There's not one definition for black joy. And I feel like also depends on the space you're in, like we've been speaking about. Depending on what part of the world you're in, like what brings you black joy would be different. Like people in Nigeria or Africa, what brings them black joy, what black joy would be to them would be different to what it would be for people like in that, like diaspora over here. Do you know what I mean? For me, black joy is even people understanding what they've come from, their heritage, their origin, understanding that alone. Because I feel like once you understand, there's so much power that kicks in. Like alone, that's black joy for me.
Yeah, it's the same. It's like how I see the black experience. Like there is no one black experience. Do you know what I mean? Like is we have such intersections about us. Me being from a black Brummy or black Londoner, you being born in Nigeria. Like there's so many layers, and I think they all contribute to who we are. Do you know what I mean? And those elements, all those elements of who we are bring us joy in our full blackness. But I feel like maybe the definition I'd put it to, or how I'd like to see black joy, is more so knowing that when we come as we are, understanding that we are enough and accepting it.
Yeah.
Because I think more often than not, even when we are as black people, I think we have to have so much resilience, and I just wish we didn't have to, because people just accepted us as we are, not putting those stereotypes against us, not making assumptions, do you know what I mean? But I feel like because we know, like you were talking about the expectation, like you almost expect it, we're like, okay, I'm gonna come in my dress today, I'm gonna get questions. And I was like, I wish I didn't have to think that way. So it's like coming as you are and understanding that you're enough and accepting that. That's how I would see black joy as a definition for me.
I think Shani has really put it in a way that, and has articulated it in a way that I think is literally what I would say. You're welcome. I think there's not one definition for black joy. We're not a monolith. The wants of black people in the LGBTQ plus community are maybe different from those of us that are heterosexual and don't have to go through what they go through on a daily. The wants of black women are going to be different from the wants of black men. And what that joy looks like may differ. The joys of, or what black people in Nigeria or Senegal or Kenya or Tanzania or South Africa may be different from their neighbors. And for us in the diaspora may be different as well. But I do think that for me, that central pillar that anchors all of it is coming as we are. The limitations that we spoke about in the workplace, the limitations when we step into a place, when you go to an airport, you step into a shop, those being shed from us. The fact that we have to expect to be treated a certain way, that being shed from it. To be totally free to be not black, if that makes sense. Like, to not have that burden or that title of blackness and just be seen as Shani or Abs or Remy or Bashir or R-A-E or Yahil. That's it. And that's who you see in front of you. And let's go back to what you said as well, that when I look at you, I see you, I don't see your blackness first. I think that in itself, and feeling that people understand that and do see that, I think that's joy.
Wakanda forever.
I thought that in deeper parts of me.